So Errol Spence was supposed to fight Sebastian Fundora this March. The fight is off. Everybody's talking about it. But the big question is what happened? Because before the fight was officially, like, when we thought that we were definitely gonna get this fight, before this, there was a lot of dates mentioned, and we didn't know for sure if he was fighting him. It was like, yeah, we heard Errol Spence is supposed to fight Fundora next. Then you heard Fundora was supposed to fight. I think it was talks with Terrence Crawford, but then Fundora and his team didn't want the Crawford fight, and it was a lot of back and forth. And then finally we get an Errol Spence versus Fundora was supposed to be coming in March, and then you hear that the fight got canceled, and then you got to ask yourself, why? What happened? There's a lot of different reasons why this could have possibly happened. Many people believe that this is because PBC is on the outs, man. That it's on his last legs. Nobody knows where Al Heyman is. People are saying he's sick. Not sure if he's even running the organization anymore. Also, people are saying PBC doesn't have the money, or they're broke, or they're not able to make these fights happen. Now Sebastian Fundora is looking for another opponent, and then you were hearing that it was supposed to be a Jamel Charlo. I heard somebody say that. I was watching a couple of videos, but we're not sure who Sebastian Fundora will be fighting now. But he's looking for a dance partner, and Errol Spence seems very frustrated. I think Errol Spence knows something, but he's not really saying anything. I think he knows, man. I think he knows that he's getting played by the PBC, and they probably tried to shortchange him, or the money just ain't there, bro. They're figuring out stuff in their budget that, we can't really make the fight, and then now Errol Spence pretty much has nobody to fight. A lot of people saying Spence was ducking. I don't think this was Errol Spence, man. I think this was something going on behind the scenes with the PBC, and it looked like Spence might be a little frustrated, man. And a lot of people are saying, well, is this the end of Errol Spence Jr.'s career, man? I had said a while ago, I think Terrence Crawford ended him, man. I think he put a big hurdle. Like, he pretty much stumped Errol Spence's career, in my opinion. Doesn't mean he's completely done. Doesn't mean that. Probably not. But a lot of us didn't want to see him fight Fundora right off the bat. We wanted him to fight a tune-up. And, Errol Spence himself says he doesn't do tune-ups. And I was believing, that he was going to get beat, maybe even stopped by Fundora, because he hasn't been in the ring since 2023. Others say that that's easy work for Errol Spence, man. Only way we would know is if these two ever fought. I don't think it's going to ever happen. And what's next for Errol Spence, man? What's next? Hopefully, man. See, that's the thing with boxing, bro. Like, this is why people tell you, you can't stay in boxing forever, man. Hopefully, you be one of the special ones, and you can make some good money, and then you take some of that money and make some good outside of boxing investments where you can live off of that. Hopefully, Errol Spence has done that. Because a lot of these guys, man, they get get these. I'm not saying Errol Spence, but I'm saying, like, a lot of celebrities and like athletes in general. A lot of them, they get these millions and they get clouded. Their judgment get clouded, and they think because they got all these millions, they turn around and buy all this stuff. They have to have upkeep of these big mansions and all these cars that they have to take care of, and all of that stuff costs money, man. They got to keep the money coming in to uphold, to prop all that stuff up, especially the big houses. And the money start drying up, and then you got people around you begging and always leeching off you. Before you know it, you ain't got no more money, man. And you'll be forced to come back and box, or do certain things that they normally wouldn't do. Not saying that's Errol Spence's situation, but that could possibly happen to him later on if he don't get some fights. But is this it for Errol Spence Jr., man? I mean, I don't know. I hate, a lot of people gonna get mad when I say this, but the only one that could save Errol Spence right now is Turkey Al Sheik, man. I mean, y'all could be mad all y'all want, and y'all could pretend like it ain't happening, but as if for right now, Turkey Al Sheik is the fucking man. Y'all, a lot of y'all in denial, man. Y'all still on that PBC bandwagon. I'm seeing other channels that was pro PBC. They even realizing what it is. You know, you got to realize what it is. And I just think that PBC they disrespecting Errol Spence. I told y'all when that Crawford fight happened, they didn't even want him to fight Terrence Crawford, man. Errol Spence was the one that really elected to make that fight happen. He pushed the envelope. And Terrence Crawford too. To me, they the ones that really made that fight happen, man. Them two. You know what I mean? And it's sad to watch, but it's also happening to Jamel Charlo. He pulled out of he was supposed to come back and fight now. He said he not ready. They ready. It's money, bro. They don't want to throw Al Heyman and PBC under the bus. That's just what it is. They don't want to do it, man. But we know what it is. That's what it's looking like, you know. So what's next for Errol Spence Jr.? I don't know. We'll have to see if this is really it for him. He said he'll fight when he's ready, and everybody was like, "Well, we thought he was ready." I think he's covering for Al Heyman, man. That's just how I see it. But it's something to watch, man, and we'll see how it all plays out for Errol Spence Jr., man. But as of right now, Errol Spence Jr. versus Sebastian Fundora has been canceled, man. But anyway, let me know what you think. This is your boy Rebel Life Boxing, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. And I'm off this.